month ago, someone asked me if everyone in East Asia wants to look like this. The answer is probably. I'm sure that many of you have at least one social media account, whether that is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and so on. A characteristics that these apps have in common is that they all contain images of models with unrealistic beauty standards that can cause us to struggle with identity issues, mental health issues, and body dysmorphia, trying to emulate these unattainable looks. This is what I will be rethinking today, beauty standards around the world. As a little girl in Shanghai, I had no idea what white people look like. I thought that they all looked like Barbie and Ken, and I didn't question it further. As you can see, we encounter with beauty standards at a very young age. Dolls and toys like these can set beauty standards in children's minds on what people should look like to be considered attractive. These thoughts can be very hard to change after they grow up thinking that the dolls define beauty. From this, I want to point out that beauty standards don't only exist on social media, but are also present in our everyday lives, affecting people of all ages. I moved across the world at the age of 7, from Shanghai to Madrid. I thought that my life was going to be the same, except with different people, but what I didn't know was that my whole identity was going to change. In East Asia, being beautiful means having white skin, small lips, and a slim body. But in the Western part of the world, it is the complete opposite. Women are expected to have curves, big lips, long eyelashes, and tan skin. I started struggling with how I dressed and how I looked because I thought that I looked different from everyone else and did not fit in. I remember this one time I was trying on different pairs of jeans at a store, but none of them looked good on me. I got extremely disappointed, and I thought that there was something wrong with how my body looked. From this, we can see society's unrealistic expectations of us being able to fit into beauty standards from other places. Not only did Western standards affect my life here, they also affected me when I went back to my hometown. One summer, when I was back in Shanghai to visit my family, I was asked why I looked so tan when everyone else was using umbrellas to block out the sun. Since I tried to change myself because I thought that I looked different from everyone here, I didn't fit in my own culture. This is why I believe that beauty should be universal. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who has struggled with this in this international community. I'm sure that many of you who move to different countries every few years feel like you don't fit in anywhere because of the huge differences around the world. Unrealistic beauty standards are everywhere. Billboards, magazines, televisions, clothing stores, the list could go on and on. Even filters on social media apps change the shape of your face. I remember one day a friend told me that filters are tailored to white people when I showed her how this filter didn't look as good on me as it did on her. And there is also this trend on Instagram that I've been seeing lately, where girls film a video of themselves with this filter that changes their eye shape, face shape, nose shape, lip size, and skin tone. But these filters only work on white people since they are made based on Western beauty standards. I've noticed how most of these filters wouldn't work on me, and that would disappoint me a lot sometimes. Beauty standards are only seen throughout countries, but also through time. Here is a picture of an Instagram fitness influencer who has edited herself into different Western beauty standards throughout history. As you can see, these beauty standards have been fluctuating a lot throughout the years. What's interesting is that the body shapes keep alternating between time periods. From this, we can see society's unrealistic expectations of being able to change our bodies drastically within very little time. And looking at the most recent one, 2018, we can see how that one is completely unnatural. Only celebrities like the Kardashians have that body, and they achieved it with surgery. Beauty standards like these can result in eating disorders and mental health issues that can lead to even more serious consequences. Obsessing with how we look is an unhealthy, vicious cycle that will only make us feel worse because it makes us realize all of the tiny imperfections that make us human. But in reality, everyone has their own unique beauty that in some time period and somewhere in the world is considered beautiful. As you know, beauty standards around the world are all very different. And of course, beauty is subjective. But one shouldn't change the way they look to fit in somewhere or feel and be called beautiful. I believe that we should rethink our unfeasible beauty standards and normalize loving ourselves the way we are. Just because you don't fit into the standards of where you are now, it doesn't make you less beautiful. You could be the most beautiful person somewhere else and in another time. I know that there isn't enough time to fully address this, but I want to raise awareness so we can make our society a better place. Thank you.